e azul, Malaka. Oh, these fucking Canadian winners. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, part 32.
I was in a very, very bad relationship a long time ago. She was the jealous type, and I used to cheat on her. A relationship feels like two people carrying a couch up a flight of stairs, and every year is another flight of stairs, and you're at the bottom, and sometimes you're like, I don't got it. And she's like, push. You're like, you need someone stronger.
Oh, it's going around. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was a clip from the TV show That Damn Michael Che. If you know Michael Che, he does the SNL News. I'm trying to relate to the millennials here. SNL stands for Saturday Night Live for the older generation. He does it with Colin Jost, who like everyone else in the first few years we saw him, I thought for sure he was gay. And then you heard rumors about him making out with Scarlett Johansson at the SNL parties, and I'm like, yeah, I'm making out with Salma Hayek too, but then shit ended up being true, and they ended up getting married, and I don't know, something about a roast beef sandwich. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, okay, it's a great show, but it's still crazy out there, and I know exactly what the fuck he means, and I know this is more of an online dating, podcast, of course, the theme here. I only wanted to do 2 shows, years ago, and I'm up to number 32. And with the stories I have, I'm pretty sure I'm good till at least part 40, but, we'll get into that in a later day. When I don't sound as asthmatic, coughing so much. It's a strain. It really is, especially in today's world. But that's why a lot of us go online dating. But then, sometimes we try to go off online dating. I just recently, I tried to, talk to a girl that I saw in my work here, and I gave her my number. But she didn't give me her number, and how that goes, right? But then next day she actually did text me, and it was okay for a little bit there. And I don't know, she liked white guys, so so far so good. And yeah, but then at one point she started like calling me daddy, and yeah, daddy. You like when I call you daddy? I like calling people daddy. I'm like, no, I don't like that shit. And it kind of just went sour from there, and And I talked to another girl. I met at a bus stop because that always works out well, and a good little rapport there. And a long story short, I ended up sharing an Uber with another couple, and it was I think she was just looking for a free ride, but I tried texting her afterwards. I got bupkissed there, and. Was it a coincidence that both, women were black? The point is, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to date anyone nowadays, but, especially, for online dating. And I heard, I think I mentioned this before, that a lot of people just want to take breaks and, from the online dating, and I can't blame them, but, I don't know. I got a podcast to do, so fuck that. So like I said, I still got lots of good old stories to talk about here, and ladies and gentlemen, on with the show. All right. By the way, I was just joking about the whole black women thing. Well, they were both black. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying white, black. It really doesn't matter. Anyways, one thing that people should learn about online dating is, and this should, it kind of goes with anything at this point, but especially online dating, when you're texting stuff out, the other person should, speak English. Let me explain. So I met this one, well, I didn't actually meet her because I don't know. I don't think we could get past the whole language barrier. But I'm just trying to talk to her, and her sentences are kind of broken, and you can tell right off the bat she's English is not her first language. Now, if you're, I'm from a little place called Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Which could be, the 51st state, sometime in, 2025, but, time will tell on then, right? I don't know, unless, I'm pretty sure we can live without Budweiser beer. I mean, the beer in Canada is way better. I don't really drink beer. More of a vodka man myself, but, yeah, it could happen, We're gonna make it happen. Don't worry. It's okay. 51st state. We all join together. I'm full of shit. It doesn't matter. I can't believe this fucker won again. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, if you think we, had people in this country that didn't speak English before, wait till it becomes the 51st state. More guns for sure. But anyways, yeah. So I'm trying to talk to her, and I'm just trying to figure some stuff out here. So, but then she says she has like this translator thing that, like, whatever she types out, it'll automatically go to like English. So, I'm using the translator to talk to you. So I'm like, oh well, that's nice. That's considerate. I appreciate that. I really do. She looks fine. She just has, but then again, she could easily pass for, like Ringo in 1965 with the haircut. You know what I mean? It's one of those like haircuts, and she sends me something in Chinese. I mean, you must just, tell me to read The Matrix at this point. She's like, hello, Happy New Year. Chinese New Year's coming up. I don't know. Maybe she means that one. I don't know. The point is, I'm just trying to find out what's going on with her, and I'm not really going anywhere with this. And she says, I do medical massage, and of course I start laughing, the Chinese, medical massage, we all know where this is going. And, I asked her, I said, is it, is it legit? That's why I'm laughing, whatever, the obvious joke. And she's like, of course it's legal. I don't do porn. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Easy there. Easy there, drummer. I didn't mean to offend anybody. But still, you never know in this world. And again, it didn't really go anywhere. I tried to talk to her back and forth, but again, nothing. So the point is, ladies and gentlemen, if you could meet somebody, who speaks English and, and of course, like she said, doesn't do porn. But then if that's your thing, that's your thing. I went on a date with a porn star once. I talked about it in my podcast called Porn, real original title. Yeah, so that was a hell of an experience. Holy fuck. She was in an asylum. It was a whole thing. The point is, there's a reason why they, have sex on screen, ladies and gentlemen, and they don't see it to be a problem. Not that, it should be, freedom of speech, all that shit. I mean, listen, I come from a country in Greece, from Greece, you know what I mean. They show tits in the commercials, so, what are you going to do? I get it. Did she have a great ass? Absolutely. But the point is, okay, try to make sure that you both speak the same language. I think that's the key to communication. I don't know if that's just me, but I think it helps. I'm going to hell. Anyways, so this one girl I was talking to online, again, never met her. You'll see in a few minutes why. Again, and I've always brought this up many, many times, stop recycling pics, okay? Like, I would say if you're going to do the online thing, at least have a couple fresh pics, okay? We're talking at least from the last month, worst case, 2-3 months, just so, we get an idea of, what you look like. Okay. I've literally talked to people online that have probably had pics at least 20 to 25 years old. Okay. From, the date they talked to me. It's crazy, man. Honestly. But anyways, and she's, give me a little shit about it. She's like, "You're telling me you've never recycled a pic?" And of course I'm like, shut up. But the point is, no, I'm just saying, like a recent pick, man. Yeah, like nothing like from years ago. Like if it's over a year old, you got a problem, okay? And again, ladies, and this goes for guys too. Don't be pulling the shit like, well, this is what I looked like 5 years ago, and I looked better back then, so this is why I use it. Don't judge me. Fuck off, okay? Fuck off. Don't make me hit the bong again, all right? Just, have a recent pick. But anyways, she's very proud of her tits. A little bit bigger, but, it's not, it doesn't weigh over, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't, trying to keep it classy here. The point is, it's a good boob to stomach ratio. And, she's like, the boobs have to be in the mood to be photographed. Today's not a good day. I'm like, okay, thanks for sharing that. I just, maybe I made a boob joke. I don't know. I don't remember. Fuck, who cares? And she said, tell you what, if we ever meet and have sexy time, bet an ass, you can take, we're all thinking it, you can take your own photo. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. You know what a great offer. Thank you. So, you know what? You finally meet someone this generous online. It's just lovely. It really is. And then almost right after, she said something even more lovelier. She said, "Sorry, I was busy getting railed by a few of the black guys in Brampton." Now, ladies and gentlemen, oh Jesus. Okay, there's a lot to hit on there. First of all, let's just get the obvious out of the way. If you ever go to Brampton, Ontario, okay. It's not. I mean, crime is up. Let's just say that. If you are, more of a bigger, gal, and if you happen to be white, and if you have a problem getting a date, just go to Brampton. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. I'm gonna get some shit for saying this. I don't give a fuck. It's all true. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. Brampton. Etobicoke. Scarborough. These are all beautiful Canadian references, especially if you live in Ontario, Canada. Okay. Now Trudeau free. Only. Fuck. Who the fuck knows what's gonna happen next? But the point is. Yeah, it's, it is what it is. Now, railed. Okay, I doubt she works for transit. So again, I don't know if she's joking when she says this. I don't, I really, I just, I don't know. I don't know, and I even told her, I said, like, nicely done. She said, you couldn't resist. And then I make a joke saying, Yaman. So again, we kind of left it at that. I don't know what is she into. I don't know where the sense of humor stops and keeps going. And I'm very thankful. I live in East York. It is a beautiful community. It's the sixth part of Toronto, or part of the sixth, whatever, that Drake never talks about. By the way, if I could just say this, just stop for a moment for a second. Drake, I love you, man. The lawsuit, I don't know. It's gonna look bad if you lose. Let's just say that. But I wouldn't bother. I mean, I think Exhibit said it best. The rapper Exhibit. Yeah, like he should have just made another track for the ladies and just keep it moving. That's it. But again, I don't know. It's just the whole lawsuit thing. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Boobs. The point is, yeah, I decided just to kind of let this one go. I couldn't reach her for a while there, so again, I mean, she, must have been busy, on the L train again. Who knows? But the point is, some girls, or just some people, you might want to think about what you say, especially when you haven't met someone yet. Once you meet someone in person, you get a good vibe off them, and find out what they're really about. But yeah, the whole. I'm gonna get railed, because my stepfathers did a horrible job. You might want to just ease someone into that first, and go from there. That's all. Just you know. Come on and train the right. Woo, woo, come on and train. Oh fuck! I missed the '90s. Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever tried online dating and, if you're a guy and find yourself trying to have a decent conversation with someone and then, like basically out of nowhere, they're trying to get citizenship from you? Let me explain. So I talked to this one person, right? And I don't even know how to pronounce her name. I don't say names on here. I don't want to, get sued in the future. Well, the point is, yeah, that's basically what this person tried to do. And, she was kind of slick about it at first, she, wanted to, have a decent conversation, she's, comes to this country, becomes something in the nursing industry, which is, a bit of a shock. And yeah, she's like, yes, I know. I got hired, for her job, whatever. And she's working to get her permit, working to get her student visa. I'm like, that's cool, she's working her ass off. Good for you, But then she kind of subtly. I mean, she's not asking me for help, but you know what I mean. Like, why mention this already? I haven't met you yet, and you're kind of sneaking this shit in already. And she says, but I'm still searching for sponsor. My visa, which I'm sure she meant visa, expires soon, and there's still more time, but it's better to get it early. And Jesus, like, what? Why? I just, again, I can't stress this enough, ladies and gentlemen. If you need citizenship, go downtown. They'll help you. I'm not. This isn't Captain Save-A-Ho. I can't do it. Okay, I got my own problems. I'm dealing with women calling me daddy, and fucking Boobarella here, and just a bunch of crazy bipolar shit. Listen, you get your own citizenship. Okay, you're gonna feel better if you get it yourself. Okay, don't let a man, help you out and do all this shit for you. Okay, you got to learn how to do it yourself. All right, we got lots of resources in Canada. The beautiful 51st state, and we can help you. We can help you. Okay, so again, the lesson here is don't ask people for citizenship. Please get your own goddamn citizenship yourself. Okay? And don't slip it in there, conversation, I can cook, I can clean, if you could just sign this piece of paper, that'd be great. No, do it yourself, okay? I don't have a gong, I just, that was from YouTube. The bell's mine, don't worry. I stole it from a job I had years ago. I think I explained it already. The point is, just do it yourself, okay? You're gonna feel, no bullshit, you're gonna feel a lot better doing it yourself and finding out, okay? Don't worry, you came to this country for, a better chance at life, whatever, and you came here instead of the States because, the less guns and fentanyl, and, well, unless you go to Vancouver, and then it's a whole fucking thing. But the point is, just do it yourself, okay? Please. Thank you. Gracias. Ay, Dios mío. Hasta la mañana, eres tú. Oh, I forgot to say, she had a mustache. And I'll say this, listen, again, you got to do it yourself, but if you're going to, whore yourself out, you got to clean yourself up a bit, okay? If you got a bigger mustache than me, then, it's going to be tough for, a guy to help you out with shit, okay? I'm just saying, I mean, listen, some guys are into that, okay? I've dated a few Italian women myself. But the point is, you got to, trim, shave that shit. I told her to do that. She said she did it, but then she sent me a picture back, and again, she looked like Tom Selleck. And just, you gotta do things yourself, man. Please, just, go downtown, get a razor, do all the paperwork yourself. Just please, please. Okay, I can't do everything for you. Okay? Thank you. Cut, snip, snip. It just, whatever, man. A little wax on, wax off. That's, I'm doing too many Chinese references today. Was he Chinese or no? Or was he from Japan? Listen, those are great movies. I'm looking forward to the one with Jackie Chan. Now, I don't know, Will Smith, like his asshole kid's got nothing to do with this one, so fucking great. The fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, online dating. Okay. So this next woman I was talking to online, she seemed really, really cool. Okay, now keep in mind, she did wear a hat in one of her pictures, one of those like weird kind of, not sombrero, but like fucking Little House on the Prairie shit. Which I was thinking of that scene in Wedding Crashers where they're talking, they see the woman in a hat, they're like, no, she's got issues, blah blah blah. But I'm willing to look past that because I got a dick, and so I'm talking to her, and things are going well. It's a good little rapport back and forth, and but the problem is she lives like nowhere near Toronto. But she's willing to travel. She's like, I usually take the train or bus to Toronto anyway. So, she's figuring out all this crazy shit to come here for a little bit. And she's like, well, I'd be rushing it. I could only stay for a few hours, but it would take me 4 to get here. This train leaves at 7:35, then in the morning, but then I got to go to Union Station and at this time and I'm like, listen, it's not worth it. Okay, I said it cost me $100. I'm like $100 for a 2-hour date, like with me. Even I know that's not worth it. Believe me, I'm not worth 5. But the point is, I told her, look, let's just meet on another day. Whatever, and it's cool. Okay, but then I can still make it. I can still do this, and and she doesn't understand I have a life outside of her and her very dark room. And what I mean by that is, like, she told me she had like her whole room was black. Like her bed was black, the walls were painted black. But then if you look at her, she's got this like kind of Anna Green Gables kind of vibe. So it's weird. I don't know what's going on here. It's like, I don't know, heaven meets hell, and it's a whole fucking thing here. So, stepfathers. So basically, she's like going on, and then I'm busy doing my thing, because I got a life outside of this. And, I'd like to think so. And, and then she's like, and crickets, and I'm like, oh, sorry, whatever, fuck. Keep in mind, she's disappeared for, hours at a time. So I'm like, what the fuck? Don't you hate people that do that? Like, you always got to answer on their time. They're always like, but then you got to hop to it when they send a message, it's very passive aggressive. But anyways. Oh, online dating, huh? Okay, so, and I'm like, okay, let's just go meet on a day where, we have more time with each other. She's like, oh, cool, cool, no worries. And then, I don't know, I don't know, must have switched personalities overnight or something. Then she sends me and what's funny too is like, I don't know, guys or women, you guys have experienced this, but you ever get a message and it's basically like a Dear John, like saying, like, I'm not going to end up, meeting you or whatever. And like, it's a long message and you know what the message is. Like, it's basically like just a long version of, I'm not interested or fuck off. And like, you see it, but then you go right to the bottom and it'll say something like, good luck, or, you're going to find who you're looking for. And, I hope Cupid, finds your ass to put an arrow in or some fucking bullshit, But then, like, you're still curious. You still have to read the fucking novel they sent you. So, here's the, it's more of a short story, but, whatever. She's like, good morning. And right off the bat, like, it's not going to be good. I mean, she might as well just put morning. I think that I'd rather not pursue anything further with you. In the short time we've spoken, you've repeatedly frustrated or offended me. You insulted that I'm bi. Okay, so let me explain that one, all right? Because this is this is a great one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care who the fuck you are, okay? Especially in this day and age, I've always said, if you want to be, if you start off as a guy and you want to become a girl and then become a guy again, and then like, I don't know, start fucking a tree, I don't care. Go for it, okay? Splinters on your dick, okay, whatever gets you off. But I don't give a shit, So, but basically the story is that, we were talking about our past relationships and all that. And, she said, like, I'm not gay, But then she told me she went out with a girl for 6 months. But she did it when she was younger. She kept saying, oh, I did it when I was younger. So it doesn't count. Like, I mean... So, like, nothing you do when you're younger counts, really. I mean, it's a very sociopathic of you. But the point is, yes, it does count. On some level, which, by the way, the had is starting to make sense here. But, yeah, if you went out with a girl for 6 months, it counts. And she told me she went out with other girls after that. But I haven't been out with a girl for a very long time, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, you're bi. Okay, like maybe you don't like women today. I mean, maybe you're pissed off at the whole, Ellen DeGeneres not being on TV either. I'm not. I don't know. I heard she was a real cunt. But the point is, hey, you're bi. You're yeah. And I kept telling her that. I'm like, fine, whatever. If we're on a date one day and we see a girl with big tits walk by, we both look at her, we're thinking the same thing. This is fucking awesome. Who cares, right? So she thought I was bugging her too much about that, but it was just all jokes. But at the same time, it's true. Like, you are fucking bi. Fuck off. I mean, like, why are you denying this, And she's one of these girls that back in the day, she'd go to like Catholic school or whatever, and maybe she's lashing out or whatever, or maybe she's, I don't know, trying to piss off her father or stepfather, who the fuck knows, the uncle at the barbecue, whatever. The point is, like, if you go out with a girl, okay, maybe once I can let it go. Maybe. But if you go out with a girl for 6 months, and unless, she has you locked up in a basement, you're bi. Plain and simple. I don't give a fuck how much shit I get for saying this. You're bi. Plain and simple. Okay, we're way past I mean, when you do an experiment, even in school, it doesn't last longer than a week. Okay, this is 6 months, half a year, ma'am. I almost said sir there, sir, ma'am. Yeah. Well, in today's world, you never know. But the point is, like, fuck off. Come on, you're bi, plain and simple. Okay. Oh, phenomenal. And then she said, which I'm not. Yeah. Okay. You've argued with me, called me a liar, accused me of guilt tripping you, and to put the frosting on the cake, you've called me the one I hate, or the one word I hate more than anything, a cunt. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I did a whole podcast on the word cunt. It's very cunty if you accuse someone of saying you're a cunt. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Cunty has cunt attributes, but it's up to a woman if she becomes a full-fledged cunt. Now, if you're lying about who you are and you're trying to, persuade other people to convince yourself on top of themselves who you really aren't, and you're denying it, and you keep flip-flopping, about the day you want to meet and say something you don't mean, C-U-N-T, cunt. Okay? Plain and simple. And on top of that, you can't call me a dick, an asshole, okay? And not expect me to use that word. So it's not going to happen, man. Okay? So on top of that, you're lying about being bi. You're trying to make yourself look better here. That shit's not going to play for me. And again, yes, the hat now looks very crazy. So she keeps going here because, surprise. When these things happened, I tried to ignore them. Well, clearly. Because I find you attractive and I like your sense of humor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is something I will never understand, okay? And again, first of all, I'm not attractive, okay? I've said this many, many times before. I look like if Jack Black, Vince Vaughn, and Kevin James had a baby, sprinkle a little curly from the Three Stooges. I am very, if not barely passable as a human being. I've lost a lot of weight over the years. I was 340 at one point. I think I'm the first person ever to lose over 100 pounds and still be a fat ass. I'm still anywhere between 225 to 230. I have no hair. If I let all the hair, my facial hair, including my beautiful Martin Scorsese eyebrows, grow on my face, okay, I will look like one of those werewolf dudes. And now, did they end up getting hot chicks? Absolutely, but, do they need a fucking, chainsaw to fucking trim their shit every fucking few weeks, just to find their dick? Absolutely. But I don't want to live like that. So I have to maintain, I'm like that black dude in 40-Year-Old Virgin. You think this shit just happens overnight? No, I got to work at it. So there you go, man. I don't know where I'm going with this, but the point is, I am not an attractive man. But again, I don't understand why you would rip me a new one and then try to compliment me here. So clearly, I'm not that attractive. I'm not that funny. I mean, if you listen to my podcast, it's proof enough. But why butter me up and then throw me in the garbage, ma'am? Why? And she's still going. But if this is how I'm free even before we meet, which I don't know what the hell that means, then I can only assume that a relationship with you would contain more of the same. I'm really not interested in that. I'm so sorry. I do wish you all the best, and I hope you find a wonderful girl that makes you very happy. I won't. Listen, I'm up to 32 here. I'm not going to find anybody. I'd be happy just to find a woman who's a human being at this point. So it's clearly not going to happen, okay? Boy, do I have more stories coming up. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, okay, jump with 2 feet or don't jump at all, okay? My suggestion for this woman is to get out of your very dark Wesley Snipes room and start living like a normal life, okay? Stop being indecisive. Stop, saying you're going to do one thing and not do the other, okay? If you're going to, play with scissors, just admit it. I don't know if people got that. The point is, just be honest with yourself, okay? And that's it, okay? Now, if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to, maybe sometime this week, I'm going to try again at the bus stop here. But, I'm starting to run out of ideas here. But not stories. So more will come. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another thrilling, holy fuck, 50-50 by episode of Computer Love, Part 32.
Just say, hey, man, don't forget why people love you. And 2, just say you're gay. No.